sir.
इतना समय हम record नहीं किया, so it's okay. Now recording.
Computer screen sir.
No, computer screen नहीं. Optical fiber का मतलब, you know, what is that? Geo, putting some cable underneath the ground, and through that they are giving you internet, giving internet facility through that. Supposing you have a
Yes sir. Optical fiber line अभी 5G के लिए अभी आ रही है.
ये तो इसका वजह से तो हम पूछ रहा हूँ.
Yes sir.
तो current topic है. Optical fibers are about the diameter of a strand of human hair, and when bundled into a fiber optic cable, they are capable of transmitting more data over longer distances and faster than other mediums. It is this technology that provides homes and businesses with fiber optic internet, phone and TV services. समझ गया? Super point. I am giving you in your WhatsApp also. I am giving in our Sivan also. Good. No, yesterday only, Rahul, I came across this Telegram page and I found they have posted so many interesting questions which can be asked in any interview. Because common questions like they have told what is meant by 5G. What is 5G? Bataiye. Excuse
5G is the fifth generation.
Fifth generation.
5G. Yes sir. Internet services.
New one that is to come. It has come in Western countries and it is going to come in India shortly. Very good. Have you heard of the term firewall? Suna hai?
Yes sir. Computer firewall.
What is computer firewall? What is the use of firewall? What is firewall doing? Firewall is a network security device that monitors and filters incoming and outgoing network traffic based on an organization's previously established security policies. Yes, come in. Firewall is essentially the barrier that sits between a private internal network and the public internet. I am giving you that. I need you to help me get my snack. I need help to get my snack. I've got some fruits for you. Acha, can you read what I have given you now? Please read. A firewall. I have given you in your WhatsApp. Hello. Ragul Kumar Sharma, are you there?
Hello sir.
Are you there?
सर नेट इशू आ रहा है सर, मैं दूसरे फोन से दोबारा लॉगिन कर रहा हूँ.
अच्छा ठीक है, कम, नो प्रॉब्लम, कम. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
So I am stopping my video so that bandwidth will be convenient for you. Okay? Yeah, no problem. I can see you, but you cannot see me. It doesn't matter. Now I was asking, I'll be asking questions from XYZ today. This is not to frighten Sharma, but to give an
Yes, sir.
awareness for Sharma that there are these possibilities also in this. समझ गया?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good. Excellent. Now, can you tell me why, um, see, fiscal deficit is happening? What is the reason on account of which fiscal deficit is happening? What is fiscal deficit? Why it is
Sir,
happening? Yeah, how it can be overcome?
Fiscal deficit is when we import more, when our importation of the country is more than export, sir. Fiscal deficit is happen.
Wrong. Sorry. I have to have my video, then only you will know my reaction. Wrong.
Sir, import से ज़्यादा export कम हो तो fiscal deficit.
That is trade deficit. That is trade deficit. Fiscal deficit happens when the government prepares a budget and in the budget, the revenue is less than the expenditure that results in deficit. Correct? Budget में आता है ना पहले तारीख में दिया होगा देखे हाँ थोड़ा I know you confused with the trade and budgetary deficit or fiscal deficit. आपने जो बोला that is trade deficit. Trade deficit का मतलब every country is exporting, every country is importing. If the import is more than export, that will result in trade deficit. And there is one more term known as balance of payment. सुना है?
सुना तो है.
Balance of payment. Again, balance of payment. What is the 1 minute? So these are all economics terms. Balance of payment. Balance of payment is known as the balance of international. Balance of payment is also known as balance of international payment. Is a statement of all transactions made between entities in one country and the rest of the world over a defined period, such as a quarter of a year. It summarizes all transactions that a country's individual companies and government bodies complete with individuals, companies, and government bodies outside the country. It's a good one. I thought you will be comfortable with this, but आपको ये याद नहीं आता है. हम दे दिया इधर.
Sir, one thing.
Yeah.
Sir, in this financial year, government India exported more than $400 billion. तो इस पे क्या करंट क्वेश्चन कुछ बन सकता है सर इंटरव्यू में?
Yeah, Chacha, you are asking about current affairs. Yes, they can ask you. Yeah.
Which type question?
Yeah, you want me to ask such type of questions? Okay, good. Very good. I will come to you. Yeah.
Because it's first time happen in India, make export of $400 billion.
Yeah, 1 minute. Yeah, 1 minute. Hold on. Yeah. Acha, I am giving you. Acha, you cannot get away from this uh, Indian economy. Can you, of course, now you want me to go into the current one. I can ask you the current position also, but generally you must be thorough with the current general economics also. Correct? General economics आपको पता होना जरूरी है. Yeah, that is why I was in ECGC, that website, where they are giving everything current. Current का बारे में जो हो रहा है वो सब देता है. Okay. Acha, that is okay. We will come to that little later. In terms of bank accounts, okay. In terms of bank accounts, have you heard of the concept E or S? What is E or S?
E or yes? No,
सुना है नहीं सुना है?
no, sir.
Either or survivor. मतलब A and B, husband and wife, they want to go to bank and open a bank account. Either or survivor, the account, I think you may be also having such an account. The account can be operated by both of them, either A or B. And then in the case of eventual death of any one of them, the money will go to the survivor. The survivor, if they produce the death certificate, have you heard about this?
Yes, sir.
Same concept, farmer or survivor, उसका मतलब क्या है? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Farmer or survivor का मतलब A and B opening account, पिताजी son, they open account, a farmer or survivor. मतलब ये है जब तक पिताजी alive है, it can be operated only by him, and after the death of पिताजी, the son can take it. समझ गया?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, husband and wife, husband wants to have it as farmer or survivor. I will only operate. Then he can only operate. And after his death only, the survivor, the wife will be getting it. समझ गया?
Yes, yes, sir.
What do you understand by bouncing of checks?
But there is a check bouncing means when there is a deficiency of payment cash in a account, check or bounce.
Now, tell me what are the other reasons on account of which a check can be returned
Sir,
by
if there is any if there is overwriting in a check,
good.
and if there is a date side blank,
Good.
and
If the date is post dated, if the date is a stale date, okay.
yes,
And if there is yeah, and if nowadays you can't say there is a difference between figures and words.
words.
As per law, you have to pass based on the figure given and amount mentioned in the words. वो जानते हैं आप? Negotiable Instruments Act में दिया हुआ है that you have to pass based on the amount given in the words. लेकिन practically ऐसा नहीं करते हैं, हम तो return कर देते हैं.
Yes, sir.
Good. This is another question which you may not be familiar with. Please answer me. What is self-help group?
Self group.
Self-help group.
No, self-help.
You have not
No
heard
idea,
about
sir.
self-help groups or the small, say 10 or 15 ladies, women from a particular village. They form a group, they start saving money, they open bank account.
Like chit fund, sir.
Not chit fund. Chit fund is different.
No, like the same thing, just like chit fund.
They join together and then they do it. Uska bare mein, that is the latest concept that is proving to be successful in India. समझ गया? Now, please tell me what are the major exports of India? What are the major exports of India?
The major exports of India are wheat and agriculture product wheat and rice, dairy products and leather, gems, jewelry and gems, jewelry and actually the Indian major India export to majorly USA, UK, Bangladesh, Netherlands and China. इन 5 कंट्रीज को मेजर एक्सपोर्ट करते हैं. इंडिया का एक्सपोर्ट कंट्री यही है. इंडिया इनको एक्सपोर्ट ज्यादा करता है एक्चुअली. और इनको जेम्स, ज्वेलरी, डेयरी प्रोडक्ट्स, लेदर.
No, actually engineering goods.
Engineering goods also, sir.
यहाँ पर दिया है engineering goods.
Yes, engineering goods also.
Petroleum products. Petroleum we are importing. At the same time we are exporting also. अभी आपने सुना हुआ हमारा अंबानी वाला, he is capitalizing on this Russia-Ukraine crisis. He is going to send a lot of petroleum to Europe. आपने सुना है?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 25. Actually, Russia gave a 25% discount to India, and India agreed to take around
300 barrels or something like that.
Yeah.
300 million barrels.
300 billion barrels. Sir.
Yeah.
Russia again also offer India to allow our country to. रशिया ने एक्चुअली रशिया ने यूरोपियन कंट्री को बोला है कि आप अपनी फार्मास्यूटिकल कंपनी यहाँ से हटा दी, क्योंकि यूरोपियन कंट्री ने रशियन पर बैन लगाए हैं. तो रशिया ने इंडिया को ऑफर दिया है कि आप अपनी फार्मास्यूटिकल कंपनी को बोलिए वो हमारे यहाँ पर आके एस्टेब्लिश करे, बिजनेस करे. नाउ दिस ऑफर गिवन टू मोदी. पुतिन ने ऑफर मोदी को भी रिसेंटली दिया है आफ्टर द डील ऑफ पेट्रोलियम.
Yeah. And I think Reliance will benefit more out of this now. Reliance, because they are taking so many new companies. Future retail also they have taken. कल कोई
फ्यूचर रिटेल तो बैन हो गया, अभी होल्डिंग पे रख दिया उसका. तो जब तक सिंगापुर इंटरनेशनल आर्बिट्रेशन में केस पूरा नहीं हो जाता.
Okay, but even then अभी उसका लेटेस्ट डेवलपमेंट देखिए, इट इज गोइंग इन फेवर ऑफ रिलायंस. अमेजॉन का अगेंस्ट में जा रहा है, some court decisions. And apart from that, कल कोई लड़की से बात करते थे, उन्होंने बोलता है रिलायंस अंबानी ने ले लिया 67% of just dial. हाँ, उनको भी खा लिया. अच्छा, let me tell you what are the exports. Engineering goods, petroleum products, gems and jewelry, organic, inorganic chemicals, drugs and pharmaceuticals, electronic goods, cotton, yarn, fabrics, ready-made garments. Correct?
But electronic goods to India import करते हैं.
Import भी करता है, export भी करता है. Export भी करता है. Because you know that Nokia factory in Sri Perumbudur and all, there, this iPad itself is being made in India. You know that? This iPhone is now being made in India. Is not made, assembled in India. दूसरा जगह से पार्ट सब लेके इधर हम लोग इसको रेडी करके एक्सपोर्ट करते हैं. Which is India's #1 export item?
India export item.
#1 export item is processed petroleum oil.
Yes.
Processed petroleum oil, medication mixes in dosage, diamonds, rice also दिया है, यहाँ पर दिया है, rice also. पहले तो उधर में नहीं था, बट इधर में राइस दिया है, कोई बात नहीं. Cereals भी दिया है, iron and steel and all that. India's top 10 exports. What are the 10 what questions can come under this? What are the exports from India statistics facts?
Sorry, sir.
I am just giving you a link, statistica.com. आपको दे रहा है, इसको आप पढ़ लीजिए आप, अभी नहीं, बाद में.
Yes.
Statistica, leading export commodities, leading export partners, main export partners for India for 2019, value of Indian exports by financial year 2021. ये सब डिटेल्स इसमें आ रहा है, आप इसको पढ़ लीजिए, ठीक है? या एंड इस URL में आपको बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक्स आता है. इंडिया स्टैटिस्टिक्स एंड फैक्ट्स, इंडिया पॉपुलेशन कितना है, एंड देन इंडिया इकोनॉमी कैसे है, स्टेट फाइनेंस कैसे है, ब्रिक कंट्रीज कैसे है, एंड इंडिया एंड कोरोना वायरस. बहुत कुछ दिया है जी. बिल्कुल इसको पूरा पढ़ने से आपको सुपर्ब आइडिया मिल जाएगा.
सर आपने सेंड करा है अभी?
अभी कर दिया आपको. आपको व्हाट्सएप में दे दिया ना?
ठीक है.
देखिए.
आया नहीं अभी.
ओ सॉरी, आई एम पोस्टिंग इट इन माय पेज. ये तो गलत है. आई एम पोस्टिंग इन माय अनदर दिस थिंग. That is with same way other things also I have not posted you. I am thinking I am posting for you, but I am posting in mine. Yeah, एक मिनट अभी आपको दे देता है, अभी दे देता है.
Sir, receive status.
And I have given some of them in our अच्छा, आपको तो ये सब दे दिया. Topic of exports, this one minute, Shivan Airtel, the latest one I have not given. अभी देखिए आपको आ गया, देखिए.
Yes,
आ गया.
yes, sir.
बहुत कुछ इंफॉर्मेशन आएगी इसमें से, आप पढ़ सकते हैं. Then next one, going on the same logic, what are the imports of India? What are the imports of India?
The imports of India are electronic items, crude petrol, crude oil, and electronic goods, and edible oil, and fertilizers.
यहाँ पर दिया है imports. The top imports are crude petroleum, gold, coal briquettes, diamonds, and petroleum gas. Importing mostly China. 1 minute. Hello. Yes, please. Arya, yes. Yeah. And yeah, tell me. Eight. Acha. Oh. Acha. I am getting delayed. I am sorry. I don't know. Maybe thoda galti ho gaya. I am in another interview. I'll come to you after 10-15 minutes. 10-15 minutes ka baad mein aayega. Thank you. Thank you. Acha. Today, Rahul, when I came to you also, I was late na kya? Bahut late ho gaya na? Today, I told you 7 o'clock, but I came later. Pata nahi, because somewhere I got delayed. Acha, doesn't matter. Now, ye imports mein, these are the items given: crude petroleum, gold, coal briquettes, diamonds, petroleum, and importing mainly from China, United States, United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia. समझ गया? This nothing, if you simply search in google.com imports, major imports of India, you will get it. And you can read based on that also. समझ गया?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yeah, very good. Now, so regarding budget कुछ बात करेंगे हम लोग बजट का बारे में. बजट का बारे में आप जानते हैं और you are not comfortable with that. बोलिए.
Not comfortable, sir.
Comfortable है?
No.
Yeah.
Sir, related taxation topics, GST to related to comfortable, but other.
Yeah. No. Budget and something. Can you tell me what is PM Gati Shakti?
Sir, PM Gati Shakti means the vision of our Prime Minister, Honorable Narendra Modi, their 25 years vision. They have how to achieve our vision. They make a vision for 25 years, how to be achieved it in phased manner.
Good. Then what do you understand by inclusive development?
Inclusive development means सबका साथ सबका विकास.
मतलब?
All inclusive development सबका साथ सबका विकास. The more focus on the made in India. We have to product manufacture and focus on MSME startups and provide give us subsidies to MSME. They can boost the Indian economy and as eligible start there are 100 plus unicorns in India and.
अच्छा. इसका बाद में ये पॉइंट बताइए. Public capital investment, outlay of capital expenditure stepped up sharply by 35.4% to 7.50 lakh crore in the current year. Outlay of 22-23 is to be 2.9% of GDP. Effective capital expenditure of central government at 10.68 lakh crore, which is about 4.1% of GDP. Then digital rupee, introduction of digital rupee by Reserve Bank of India. That is one thing. Fiscal management, budget estimates for 2021-22, 34.83 lakh crore. Revised estimates 37.70 lakh crore. Total expenditure 2022-23, 39.45 lakh crore. Total receipts other than borrowing 2022-23 estimated at 22.84 lakh crore. Fiscal deficit in the current year 6.9% of GDP as against 6.8 in budget estimates. Fiscal deficit in 2022-23 estimated at 6.4% of GDP. Then under direct taxes, to take forward the policy of stable and predictable tax regime, vision to establish trustworthy tax regime, to further simplify tax system, introducing new updated return. उसका बारे में क्या जानते हैं आप? What do you know about updated return, income tax?
Updated return in income tax.
पढ़ा है इसके बारे में? नहीं पढ़ा है. Provision to file an updated return on payment of additional tax will enable the assessee to declare income missed out earlier. It can be filed within 2 years from the end of the relevant assessment year. समझ गया?
Yes.
Yeah, that is one thing. Then tax relief to persons with disability. Then parity in national pension scheme contribution tax deduction limit increased from 10% to 14% on employer's contribution to NPS account of state government employees, brings them on par with central government employees, would help in enhancing social security benefits. Then incentives to startups. Then incentives under concessional tax regime. Scheme for taxation of virtual digital assets, 30%. Then litigation management. In cases where a question of law is identical to the one pending in High Court or Supreme Court, filing of appeal by department shall be deferred till such decision of law is decided by the court. Tax incentive to IFSC. What is IFSC?
IFSC code, sir. IFSC code, sir.
IFSC.
International Financial Service Center.
Oh. Income from a non-resident from offshore derivative instruments subject to specified conditions following to be exempted from tax. Income of a non-resident from offshore derivative instruments, income from over-the-counter derivatives, income from royalty and interest on account of lease of ship, income received from portfolio management services in IFSC. Then rationalization of surcharge. Surcharge on AOPs. What is AOPs? AOPs. Surcharge on AOPs. Consortium formed to execute a contract capped at 15%, done to reduce the disparity in this surcharge between individual companies and AOPs. ये तो अब जानना चाहिए जी. What is AOP?
AOP तो Association of Persons तो होता पर वो इससे related. Correct.
बढ़िया. Then this is that the indirect taxes may a remarkable progress in GST. GST revenues are buoyant. Taxpayers deserve applause. Special economic zones. Customs administration of special economic zone to be fully IT driven on the customs national portal. Customs reforms and duty rate changes. Faceless customs has been fully established. During COVID-19 pandemic, customs formations have done exceptional frontline outwork, work against all odds. Project imports and capital goods, a review of custom exemptions for tariff simplification, then sector specific proposals, electronic sector, gems and jewelry, chemical, MSME, exports, tariff to encourage blending of fuel. Acha, do you have this budget synopsis with you or not? Yes, you have it.
No, sir.
अभी दे देगा आपको, सिबन में देगा, आपको भी दे देगा. Budget export, budget. One minute. Just a minute for 5 minutes. Budget किधर गया? 1 minute. Kindly hold on. Budget. Just a minute. This you must know because as a ये दोनों आपको देगा 2022 January. 1 minute. I am troubling you what to do, what not to do. Budget highlights दे दिया जी आपको. बढ़िया. अभी 7 में दे दिया, ले लीजिए उधर से. ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So this is what it is. You have been preparing very well. थोड़ा I have been taking you through all directions. समझ गया? So
Yes, sir.
you must be able to get a fair idea of what it is. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Sorry, I'm leaving it half, but there is a lot of things to be studied by you. But your confidence level is good. I will rate it at 85% out of 100. 85 to 90 out of 100. और भी confidence से जाओ, you will succeed. Best wishes. And
Thank you, sir.
after the interview, please get in touch with me and tell me what are the questions they asked you and how our discussion was useful or not useful. ये भी बता दीजिए, no problem.
Yes, sir.
Best wishes. God bless
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.